Thank you, and thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Kuria Kimani, what's out of order?
Madam Speaker, I'm raising, according to our standing order number 95. This debate, Madam Speaker, is just the approval of names of members of the NGCDF committees in 180 constituencies. We'll have some 90 others to debate. And because this is the content, this is not on the content of NGCDF, and I know we have an important motion on the approval of YALA coming after this. I implore on you, Madam Speaker, according to stand number 95, to call upon the mover to reply.
That is well noted, but I'll give Honorable Ken Chonga to finish.
Thank you again, Madam Speaker.
Wait, Honorable Member. After you finish, then we'll put the question on the issue raised by Honorable Kuria Kimani.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I've taken note of what my honorable member has just said, but also want to say that we remember there was a motion to discuss on how we are going to realign the NGCDF with the Constitution so that it does not fall into the same debacle as it fell. It was a motion that so many members wanted to contribute. One of the most unlucky people who tried but as successfully didn't get a chance to contribute is me. So if I'm allowed also, I will take only 1 minute. But first of all, Madam Speaker,
Member,
I wanted to make a clarification.
Honorable Member, you already have the floor. You have 8 minutes to finish.
Thank you very much.
If you can finish earlier, the better.
Thank you very much. I'll actually take only 5 minutes. First of all, let me make a clarification, Madam Speaker, on this motion that was brought today. I had the mover of the motion saying that he has presented 124, if I'm not correct, constituencies which have submitted the names of the board members who are supposed to be approved and be gazetted. The clarification that I want to seek, and I want to go on record on this matter, is that the names that have been submitted for the members of the CDF board for Kilifi South constituency, as per the supplementary paper that we have in hand right now, are different from the names that the board, the names that were submitted by the fund manager from Kilifi South. So I would first of all wish to seek an amendment to that list. We have we submitted our list far much earlier. The CDF board has them so that they can actually match what we submitted and not what is here. Two, Madam Speaker, the issue of NGCDF has been debated, discussed by so many members in this House, and how relevant the NGCDF has been to our people. What I want actually to bring to the attention of the House is that the CDF at its inception must have some historical background. There must have been some reasons to which members by then who were sitting in the House felt important to introduce the CDF. Indeed, some of us may not have been beneficiaries of bursaries during our time, but we saw the miseries under which fellow who are not very, who are coming from poor families were undergoing. It took me by surprise, Madam Speaker, when I heard the former CS Ukuri Atani saying that he is not, arrogantly, saying he is not going to disperse CDF funds no matter what. Honestly, we have been there. We are the custodians of the lives of our people when it comes to matters of, more especially, education and security. We have people who actually cannot even afford a meal. So such a person, to tell him to afford school fees actually is like you are telling him you will take him to the moon without knowing how he's going to get there. The CDF has played a very, very vital role. So many families are actually where they are today because of CDF. Madam Speaker, I run a foundation by the name Chonga Foundation. My foundation is purely educating the young boys and girls who come from most underprivileged families, which even if you give them a bursary, they may not be able to continue with their studies. And therefore, it doesn't take anyone to go to school to understand what is going on in those villages. To be very honest, those who ruled NGCDF as illegal and unconstitutional, if I was given an opportunity, I would actually recommend they be go for psychiatric observation. Because what is going on the ground is real. We are not fighting for CDF to stay for the benefit of ourselves. It is for the posterity of the generation that is going to come. And indeed, there are so many families, even as we speak today, Madam Speaker, there are so many children who are at home. They are not in school. We have used our salaries. If the bursary we are disbursing is not enough, how can a salary be sufficient enough to take care of all the poor boys and girls who are out there? Something needs to be done, and something needs to be done urgently. The members of parliament are not going to be members of parliament forever. Time will come where they'll have to give way, either by age, either by being unpopular, either by death. But for the generations that are coming, we have the custodians on how they are going to be in the future. So, Madam Speaker, mine, first of all, is to request the amendment of the names, not only from me. If there is any other constituency that has been affected in a similar way, those amendments be done timely, so that the gazettement can be done timely. And two, the relevant bodies move very fast to make sure the lives of the poor boys and girls out there doesn't get jeopardized because of people who actually do not understand what it means to disburse the CDF to the constituencies. Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me that opportunity.